Hello, I wanted to show you the new sorcerer's Ascendancy Disciple of Varashta, uh, the kill that I did for active boss Jamanra. So before I show you the fight, let me go over this Ascendancy. So this is a new Ascendancy. So the first, there are two things. Uh, you can take different paths. So I'm just only gonna go with the path that I took because I only have my first Ascendancy points. So the first one I have is Barrier of Ruzan. What this is a skill. Every time you cast a spell, then Ruzan will be summoned automatically, and then it will cast fire spells. Uh, the only thing is that there is a 4 second cooldown, so it, the way this spell gets boosted is that every other type of skill that you cast before Rozan is summoned, the damage is increased by 10%. So you just can't simply just rely on just disappearing. So you're gonna have to do a few things, unlike in Fernlist, which Fernlist Ascendancy, where the minions are doing, they don't have any dependency on what kind of other spells you're casting. In this case, it does depend on the number of skills, the number of spells you have cast before Ruzan is summoned. So the first point is goes into the body of Ruzan. The second point goes into Ruzan's Reckoning. This is a command skill. This is something you have to cast yourself. When you cast, then it will do a massive AoE damage in the area. It also inflicts exposure. The drawback the, is that there is a 12-second cooldown. This is not something that you can just keep spamming. So there's a 12-second cooldown, and then the cast time is also, I think, about 2 seconds. You can't decrease this cooldown, so this 12 second is there. So let's look at how this looks like in the skill. So the first one, let's first look at the Rizan, the Blazing Sword. What this is a minion skill, which you can see it's also a command skill. It's a fire. How do we know this? If you look at the skill, it doesn't say minion, but when you will look at the advanced info, you will find that it gets modified by the minion skill. So you can see that I have a 60% damage increase. That is because of the passive tree, and also the 29% increase in the life. The life increase it is getting is from my focus. I'll show it to you in a little bit. So that is the first one. So to boost the damage of this one, so you want to get as many plus minion skills on your gear as you can. So there are three places where you can get. One is in the scepter. Uh, you can get four. Then the amulet where you can get three, and then the helmet where you can get two. So basically, you can get nine uh, plus minion skills, which will boost the damage of this one. The command Razan's Reckoning. This is not. This again also gets modified by the minions, not by the minion skills. It's a command skill. Also, even though if you look at assist minion modifier, so it does not get modified by the plus minion skills, but it does seems to get modified by the minion damage. So again, 60% damage, 29% the maximum life that I boost I have from my gear. Uh, Keep in mind, this is not an end game build. This is I'm in Act. I just started Act 3, so before I thought I'll share it with you if you're thinking of uh, trying this new Ascendancy. So this I thought this may help. So these are the two spells we got here. Other spells that I have, I'm using a Scepter, so I have Malice. So you can use Rattling Scepter. That will give you additional skeleton warriors. So it depends of the goal. What my goal was to get as much spirit I can, and as well as the damage that I get because of my presence. I'm not gonna do anything special to increase my presence area, but mostly it is to uh, have as many minions as I can and the spirit, because later on I do plan on trying the new Oathsworn minions that I will get. So certainly the leveling, so I still have to rely on some of the spell damage. So I got Spark. In the Spark, so let's see what we got. I got a Rapid Casting, I got Lightning Mastery, got Stoicism. Again, trying to think Flame Wall is a pretty good one to have at the early stage. It also because I'm carrying Raging Spirits, so that is where I'm using my Spirit as well. So this gives me additional minions. So in the Flame Wall, very standard fortress. So it makes a circle ignite, it gets more fire damage, included with magnified area. Uh, Orb of Storms is a pretty good one to have early in the game because you can just cast your orb and the flame wall right next to boss, and it will keep doing the damage. And also it does a decent job of eliminating big group of mobs, chain, so it can chain more times. Magnified area. Then we got raging spirits. In raging spirits, we got fire attunement, so we can do more fire damage. For long duration, we want our spirits to be staying a little longer. I like carrying Culling Strike early in the game because I want the uniques and the rares to die so that they can be culled when they have only have 20% life left. Ice Nova, I don't use this for any damage. This is something that I keep for life saving certain fights where I know that some of these mobs are gonna get next to me, especially the active boss Jamanra, where it's gonna summon a lot of ads during the the sandstorm phase. So there's a good chance that your minions may end up dying, so you need a way to keep these ads away from you. So this does a decent job. It's not too expensive to cast, and it keeps them away and freezes them. Then I like carrying the frost mages as minions. They do good job of doing good damage as well as they do a crowd control by freezing the mobs and the boss. I have the arsonist because there's going to be a lot of fire exposure. So these skeleton arsonists, they should do a good job, a good damage also. So that is what I have for the gems. Now let's look at the gear we got. I got a scepter. So we got a scepter with 47% spirit. Then I got the helm. It's just mostly for stats. One thing that I like about this helmet is that it gives that every 3 seconds it can consume a nearby corpse to recover 20% of your life. So it's a pretty much a automatic flask that you have. So especially in the big groups, you will stay at 100% life. The amulet again, this one gives me about uh, so this can give you about 45 spirit. So early in the game, so I have it. Later on, I may go with some other amulet which can give me more spirit. This one I particularly like. Uh, this focus, this does few things for the minions. One, it gives 30% damage boost. Then the other thing it does, it gives a 29% life boost to the minions, and eventually you're gonna have your resist at 75%. You don't have to spend any points in the minion nodes where you want to boost their resistance because your resistance will become minion resistance as well. Uh, yeah. Then the other important one is a mana regen because since you will be casting spells throughout the fight to keep the damage boosted for your Razan summon, so you want to have as much mana regen as possible. So that is the focus we got. Rings mostly are for again I want to have the resist. Body armor again for stats. Spirit is definitely want to have as much spirit as I can. Life and later on I will have more resist. Gloves because you want to carry. Eventually, this will be mostly used for carrying more life and other resist. But early in the game, I'm trying this glove to do some damage. Belt again, some resist and the mana boots. There's obviously you want to have as much movement speed you can get. So I got 20% boost in my speed. Then again, additional resistance that I'm carrying. So that's what I have for the gear. I think this gives me a pretty good setup. And now you can see the fight that I have for the active boss. I did this in one attempt because I find that Jamanra is kind of a test for your DPS because it has a lot of health and it does a lot of damage. So you can see that during phase one, I managed to get away with very least amount of damage. In phase two, as I was trying different things, I did end up taking some damage, but I think I managed the fight. So I would definitely say give this Ascendancy a try. It's a fun one to have, not like the funnelist where the minions are doing everything. In this one, you have to do something to boost the damage. So from the build point of view, so initially since it's not an end game build, it's a leveling build. Initially, I do have to have spell damage because you don't have access to the minion all the minion nodes early on. So pretty standard, you will carry all the spell damage. Then you can segue towards. So this is your first time where you will get your minion damage. By this time, you should have your ascendancy as well. So here is some of the nodes that you will get. Before I got these ones, I did take these and additional spell damage ones. Eventually, I will drop these, but early in the game, I have to carry them. The goal will be to move towards here, where I will be getting more minion, and this is where the boost will happen for the summon. So you can see there is a boost, a 15% boost that you will get from here. Then you will get more boost from here. Then more boost, the command boost that you will get from here. So that is one that we got. Then I have some additional spell damage ones, which eventually I will end up dropping. But it's just, again, I'm sharing with you the leveling build. So this you will carry. So I have already highlighted all the minion nodes that I think I will be aiming for, but that's currently the build we got. So give it a try.
The second bow before your king. The Manaketh will pay! The Manaketh will pay! Sekama!
Asala!
Accomplish nothing. Oriana will prevail, and the Faradin will rule the Vastiri!